think I did mention that for me, the word evil is a trigger word. I wouldn't have thought that there were too many occasions in my life when that word would have been directed at me. But I can remember one girlfriend who was actually widely believed to be insane. Or so the group told me after she and I split up. She, in point of fact, held a mug of boiling water over my head while I lay in bed on the last night of an Easter break. And for reasons best known to herself, she called me evil while doing that. I sincerely have no idea what I'd done that could be so described, although she accused me of having seduced her, notwithstanding that she was in her late 40s and had never been with a man, and had only ever lived with women. So I certainly had not seduced her into lesbianism. Nonetheless, I reacted very badly to that word. Not with her, not at the time, even. A trigger for me is perhaps a little different. It can take months or even years for it to seep through. That was the 12th of April, 1998. Yet another Easter Monday, I do believe, and in Devon, I do believe. I know I've recorded this, but I don't think I've uploaded it. 2 triggers there before she even used the word evil. And then again, as I did say in a video I did upload, the accusation was levelled at me again. At Women's Land, which I do think is ironic, to put it mildly, and ironic isn't even the right word. Projection would be better. More accurate. It's a very unfortunate word for me to have levelled at me. And that must sound like the most appalling excuse. What I do know is that demonic possession or no, I had never stolen anything in my entire life. I can remember a desk sergeant at a police station being astounded when I handed in a mobile phone I'd found. He couldn't believe that anyone would actually hand it in. Well, this is where it went into reverse. 2 or 3 months after, about 2 months after this accusation at Women's Land, on the basis of a misunderstood text, and it was misunderstood, I was in Godric, which I've just described in a previous video, a place I loved, but where I had suddenly become totally isolated from the world. I had my dog, and I had 2 mobile phones. I did not have a landline, TV, internet, nothing but the 2 mobile phones with which to communicate with the outside world. And as luck would have it, on the evening of the 9th of December, I was stupid enough to put a glass of water on the same table as both mobile phones. And either the dog or I knocked it over, I don't even know which of us it was. But both phones got drowned. And this is where I almost believe the magic, bad magic, black magic, comes in. Because this is the true story. The following morning, the 10th of December 2004, and I do know the date very well. A card was popped through my door telling me that I'd missed a parcel delivery. So, in perfectly good faith, I went to the depot with my dog in tow, and I picked up the parcel, signed for the parcel, opened the parcel, and it was a brand new mobile phone. Then I looked at the address. I've recorded this before, I'm pretty sure I haven't uploaded it before. The address was number 10, and I lived at 1D. I always used to try to make the D very, very, very clear, because the mistake between 10 and 1D is so easily made. But the postman had crossed out number 10 and written in 1D, which is why it had come to me. And to be fair to myself, I checked out number 10 only to find that it was an empty house. So there I was, with a brand new mobile phone and my two drowned the previous night. No owner to be found. And I actually sat on a bench. I can picture it right now. And I said to myself, is this a case of divine providence? Or is it a case of get thee behind me, Satan? Because as far as I knew, I was breaking no law. By keeping it, I'd tried to find the rightful owner, and couldn't. So I did keep it. After that, I think the legal waters got a bit dodgy because it was a contract phone. I didn't even know what a contract phone was. And that is also true. I'd only ever had pay-as-you-go little mobiles as they were back then. Cheap mobiles, pay-as-you-go. I can't remember what actually became of that phone. But I do know, as I say, that I had never stolen anything before that. Legally, I'm not certain that it was theft, because I tried to find the rightful owner. And it was delivered to me. I didn't go and pinch it from a shop. Just the same. In a place where, as I've just said on a previous, not yet uploaded video, in a place where my only human contacts were witches who did not abide by the law of the land. What I haven't said about Maz, and I can say it because she was sacked, was that the woman who was already in her life when I got to Godric Raig, unbeknown to me, although she had sort of hinted, was a woman resident in a refuge at which Maz worked. In other words, it was a serious offence that she had committed and for which she got the sack. I'll leave it there again, I think.